The vibration plate is fantastic for recovery when you're training, and it also just reduces inflammation and you burn calories. So I really pray that I am a motivation for you guys to at least order these items from my Amazon link to the least. We got 3 lives up. Guys, y'all know if you see 3 lives, you know how hard it was for me to get here today. So they're about to go to the store. I'm going to start this cardio. I do want to let you guys know that it was extremely hard again to do this live stream. Um, I don't know if that's going to be my story. And at this point, who cares? So let me play some music for you guys as a background. And I realize when I have the mic, you don't hear the music. So that's good and bad. Non-copyright workout music. Come down from the table and make sure you have on your sneakers. So last night I noticed something, and so that's why my youngest is home, because I actually noticed something last night as she was sleeping. And then she said to me, as we were getting ready for school, she said, I'm sick. And so I was like, okay, enough said. So everybody else got ready, and I kept her home. And guess what? When we come back home, and all of y'all can relate, every parent in this world can relate. We get home, she's jumping on the trampoline. And this, which she gets from me. So I am like, God of love, God of light, God of energy, take the wheel, because I have to do what I'm supposed to do, which is do this cardio until I don't need to do this cardio no more. So let me start. We're doing 30 minutes on YouTube. You guys and mini vids, you guys understand that I like to do the walk run. And I do want to say this. I did legs yesterday in the gym, because just in case you guys, it's hard to believe what people say, but hopefully I'm one of those people that y'all believe what I say. So yesterday I went to the gym after the live stream, and I did the leg press, I did the inner outer thighs, and then I did the hammer press, which I've never done before, and my legs are hurting. So if I would have done the vibration plate when I got home, my legs would have felt better. But it'll make no sense for me to jog today. This will be a 3.0 walk, and then we're going to do the vibration plate to loosen up the legs, so that tomorrow's live stream is that jog walk. Prayerfully, I'm only going to do what my body lets me do. And I learned that, well, no, even my mom had to remind me, because I used to just make myself sick. I used to just train until I would catch a flu. I would train until I caught a cold. And so I would train until I was hospitalized. So now that I have so many more responsibilities, my mom be like, well, you need to remember, you need to remember, use that memory bank. Do you remember? Okay. You remember what be happening when you're overtraining? See you in. Thank you, babe. So I don't have to keep looking at time. Just keep yapping, I guess. So today, I felt somewhat festive. Maybe because I don't know. Oh, I was gonna do a skit with my husband. I was gonna do a skit with my husband, and one of them is with a Mrs. Claus outfit, but we decided I'm gonna do it like when I feel a little bit better. Because when you feel better, you look better. So I'll do the skit. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it, but give me a second. It won't be done today. I don't think nothing would have made me feel better, especially with the young one home. So it just would have been a forced skit, because it's a funny. It's a comedy skit. We love doing comedy. Oh, I love it. So this one is just hilarious, and I can't wait to film it. My stomach is growling, which is fantastic. I'm cooking today, and I love when I cook, but I love to cook in bulk because um this whole house eats a lot. Um, I don't know what age it was for my older ones where I'm like, they eat more than us. So I actually I have to cook in bulk or it stresses me out. Because if I don't cook in bulk, that means I gotta cook the next day. Like who wants to do that? So I cook in bulk and I just cook so well that no one minds the leftovers. And then when you really season with the curry powder and the Himalayan sea salt, oh, when you season really well with the real peppers, real onion, your food tastes better the next day. Just don't leave it out because onions, they go sour. So never leave your food out if you cook with onions. But my mouth is salivating. I love cooking and I used to make so many cooking videos, but I'm realizing that I need a studio. I don't like I don't like filming in my home. I don't like it anymore because we have to set up lights. I need a studio. God help me, where everything's set up. I just come in, switch on the lights, switch on the cameras because this has been 5 years to the least. Because before I started filming at home, I would go to hotels and film. And I love doing that too. But then you look at this is like channels that y'all probably don't even know about. I look at my vlogs and I'm like, I have like 5 things of luggage for one day. And I don't know if it was because I was younger, because 5 years is a lot, but I didn't feel how much shit I was taking from home to go to a location. So then when the pandemic happened, I have so many kids. I actually, and I just had a baby. So I did what I could. And whenever I would film, I just would set up the light, set up the camera. And if it takes an hour to set up, I'm just tired of it. Sometimes the setup takes more than an hour. I'm just tired of it. So I just want to have a studio where nobody lives in, because that's the other thing. So an hour to set up lights and camera. And then prior to that, I'm cleaning the area because it's not my area. It's my family's area. Please get me out of this situation, Lord. Please. I can't take. It's so at the beginning of this live, I was talking to Facebook. My whole conversation was before kids, I actually control my life. I had control over the narrative somewhat. Now it's just completely out of control. I have no control. So, because you'll plan something and then somebody has to go somewhere or somebody needs this. So your money's moving left instead of straight. And I just want people to be prepared for that because you have to be selfless. You could choose to not be selfless and see what turns out, but you got to be selfless. And this is what it looks like, tired and miserable. Hence the crazy laugh, because I'm definitely not on my swivel. And you have to be okay with that. You got to be okay with it. So every day I tell my mom, nobody told me this. I can say that every day because nobody told me. No one said, you raise your kids forever. Nobody says that. Forever. Stop lying to society and saying when they turn 18, when? When? I met a man at the spa. He said he's paying $47,000 for one of his kids. What? Get me out this, get me out of here. Because I don't want that like energy to come onto me. He had to take over his son's mortgage for a duration of time. Yo, put me on the couch and, resuscitate me. Because I've heard of it where people are spending $50,000 a month on homes that they're renting, especially celebrities. Yo, lay me out, resuscitate me, because you and your family is about to be put out. Because number 8, 9, 10, and 12, you didn't never learn from me to spend more. I don't want to say the numbers. If you don't own it, you didn't learn that from me. So stuff you didn't learn, I can't help you with. Other things that people never tell you is that getting older is a blessing, and you got to take care of your body more. More. Who thought that? In my 20s, I would train, I would run for miles. And who knew that I would have to do more when I got older? Never, never in this life. You couldn't even sold that to me. I would have said you're lying. So as I'm getting older and the metabolism slows down, which I'm thinking it is, maybe it's not. And I have to do workouts for longer and I have to do more days. I'm saying to myself, I trained like 2 to 3 times a week when I was younger, and I ate worse. Papa John's, Chinese food. Today, I'm like broccoli raw, meatloaf, turkey meatloaf, air pie, a little bit of air pie, and water. And I still, just still thick. And you couldn't have told me that I would have to work harder to maintain the physique that I desire. So that's probably the most important thing, because everybody's kids are different. You may have some easy kids and you just wake up and your life is a fairy tale. So maybe you finding this video was for you to know and find out that when you get older, you better hold on to God's unchanging hand. Not only do you have to up your supplements, you got to start taking vitamins that you never thought, you didn't even think about, you didn't even know existed. Now you're ordering them on Amazon because you're like, I'm losing my memory. Memory loss, bone loss. Like, wait a minute, who is this person I'm looking at in the mirror? Now you're taking collagen. What? Then you couldn't have sold this to me. So, um, and I will say, so to add on to that, let's just say you're able to really spruce yourself up as you get older. Spa treatments. What? I did a facial once a year when I was in my 20s. If that. Went to the dentist every blue moon. As I get older, I gotta go to the dentist periodically. I have to go on my chart. And then on top of that, I have to do procedures, skin tightening, radio frequency, cold plunge. What? That's crazy. This is crazy work. When I was younger, I never did the sauna, ever. I don't even think I knew the saunas were in the gym. Mhm. I hit 30. I'm in there laying out. I gotta stay in here and burn out. Because when the world comes to the end, I'm gonna be ready. Because they were telling us how the ozone has like a hole in it. Girl, I was prepping my life. Burn! How long can you burn? I don't want to say the name of this spot, but there's a place in Miami. The room is so hot that as soon as you walk in the room, it's like your hair is like on fire. When you inhale, it's like you're inhaling fire. And I was sitting there with the other nationalities that are like they are used to this. They're born into this. This is their facility. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna die. So I would challenge myself because it's only one nationality that will sit in there and burn out. Because everybody else walk in, walk out. I swear. It was so hot. It's so hot that when you touch the door, you burn your hand. So you got to know, have a towel, open the door. And I can't wait to go back. I'm ready for the inferno. So I was just preparing myself for the end of days. Ah. And I was sitting there, work out, because I just got better and better and better. So as you're moving your body, when you move your body, it's like on fire. Anybody ever went to a really hot sauna? You know what I'm talking about. When you move any body part that is exposed, it just feels like you hit fire. And that's how this room is. And I love it. As a matter of fact, it's not even something that is on display. You have to know about it to know where it is. They're not even like advertising it. They're like, yeah, this is a spa. If you dare to go into the dungeon, here it is. So, anyways, what else do they not tell you? That money is fleeting, and it could be extremely fleeting, or just if you make proper investments, maybe not as much. But good people are always going to be helping. And so you'll have a little fleet. But if you're not a good person, you have a humongous fleet. And I think that exposing that is not ever talked about. How people get the money doing wrong things and they end up with none of it. And so they don't talk about that. They just keep trying to maintain that they have something and they don't. Because sometimes the phrase fake it till you make it does actually pay off. So if you get your money doing the wrong thing, sometimes you'll lose it and you don't reveal that you lost it. And then you make it back some other type of way. Because most times when you get it doing the wrong thing, you know that's why you lost it. And so you normally do not go back to trying to attain it the wrong way. And for those who just keep not learning their lesson, we all know how that ends up. So, and the last thing I'm going to talk about, just in case this is too heavy, is that substances and addictions will always keep you at your lowest self. And when you're younger, not today. Today, I doubt young people are even getting advice. They took DARE out of schools, which was a fight against drugs. And it was so big, so out there, just how prayer was. So they took that out of schools. And there's so many other things, commercials that will tell you don't do, substances. That's no longer a thing. So unfortunately, I feel the youth today are more prone to do substances because there's no huge education on what it does. So come into the room, come gather here. Substances and substance abuse and addiction, there's only one direction that goes. And most times when people become functioning, like functioning alcoholics, functioning, whatever else. I say alcoholics because it's a lighter subject. Functioning anything, functioning smokers, they do not clearly see that they could be better, or they definitely could be better. So, unfortunately, if you're never shown the light, you'll stay there. Sometimes being shown works, like you'll get pulled over for something, or you'll get locked up for something, and you'll be like, I ain't never doing that again. Sometimes people be like, well, I got over that, so let's continue. And sometimes people learn from the first incident. Those are lucky people. People that it takes 5, 10, 20 times to learn. Some of them make it to the existence of life. Some of them end their lives early. And some just dwindle into nothing. And so it's not just substances, it's also addiction to food, addiction to love, addiction to sex. They all just set you back. And nobody really talks about that. Because just look up the word addiction. It takes over. It takes over. So therefore, if anything is taking over, how can anything shine? So, unfortunately, there's no really light shine on, oh, guys, you shouldn't do this, or this is what it does. We just have now people saying, hey, I'm sober for this. I've been sober. And that to me is the only, that's the only thing that's out now to explain that doing substances is absolutely backwards. So the great thing is that the people who do all say, I'm sober now, they all shine brighter. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Some people want to see it, some people don't. Some people think that they look dimmer because they prefer the mess. But when you are just here and you have a level frame of thought and you are connected to life, you see the truth. The truth is they're way better. They will retain everything that they're working for. And isn't that the purpose of life? What else is the purpose? You work hard, you have a family, you want to see them. You work hard, you buy a car, you want to drive it. You work hard, you have puppies, whatever it is that you love. You work hard, you get your career, you want to flourish. You want to help people. So it's the retention that is the beauty of life. I work hard on myself, my body, which is my temple. The retention is what creates the happiness. So we're at 23 minutes. My name is Shania. In the description area, you will see so many things. And there's so many facets to my life that I'll be like, we did that. We filmed that when we did that. And my husband, thank God. That's why get your ginkgo. He's like, yeah, remember we filmed that? I'm like, no, I don't. Because I'm the artist. I don't remember everything. I just have the idea, or someone would help me with the idea, which normally I have the idea, and I get it done. And a lot of things I forget because this is what, 15 years of creating content. So I just be forgetting the legwork, which is not bad. Because if you keep remembering, it'll feel heavy. Because even when I say 15 years, I'm like, oh my God, ew. But luckily, I'm witty, and I know that in a long-standing career, you're there 30 years. That's a really great, solid career. 30 years of work. And some people go on, they do more. They do more service. So what makes me think that I'm doing too much or that I'm done? You're not done. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time so that you can be old, like extremely old, and afford the life that you need to be happy when you're old. So let's talk about that. I lost my grandmother last year, and I noticed a few things because she's so important to me. And I was like, wow, it's important to be able to afford a company to help you. You actually, you need services. If it's cleaning services, lawn services, meal company services, nurses. Like, wow. If I never thunk it, seeing my grandmother, I was like, wow. Here I am thinking that a home paid off, vehicles paid off, kids in college is absolute the highest. No, I need more money. I have to be able to afford services when I get old. And it's just impossible for me to tend to my lawn. It's impossible for me to get down and clean, certain things in my house. It's impossible for me to get myself together to the point where I can go out and function. Guys, if we're lucky, when we're lucky, we will make plans. And to me, there's no longer a goal of a home that is suiting for my grandkids to come and kids' college funds. That is no longer enough. I need so much money for when I get old. So a nurse, high tier quality service, afforded, done, Checo, Dunzo. So I'm so blessed that my grandma had so many kids, and they maintained everything she established. Can you imagine? Like, there's no one here to maintain all the stuff you worked for. Maintain everything she established. And I just got to see how I want to leave this earth. So the sadness, once the sadness went away, because I'm still empty, there's a hole. Once the sadness has become like, hey, become grow from this. Once the growth came in, I was like, oh, the goal isn't a house. The goal is having money for people to take care of this when I'm old. It's crazy. That's crazy work. Nobody thinks about that. These old people, older, who are in front of you at the checkout line, 80, 90, and they got their hair done, nails done. Some of them always travel with a nurse. That's what I want. I didn't drive here. My educated nurse who knows how to resuscitate me, handle things, contact people, get me where I need to go. If something, we're together. I'm in the store, I'm in the mall shopping for my grandkids, great grandkids. Man, that's the goal. I'll be looking at these women, I'm like, woo, you are the goal. There's one who is at my gym. She's like, oh yeah, this is, life is a little bit harder because when you get older, everyone's passing away. So she explains all that to me. But she don't know you are goals. Lady, we're in the same class together. You are goals. There is not one young influencer that I'm like, oh, I want to be like her. Heck no. You have to be old to influence me right now. I want to see you have a garden and it's 30 minutes. It takes so much to influence me now. And so I was like, Shania, you could stop influencing people and just stay on your Patreon. Um, keep selling Amazon, just exist, be a good mom, try your best, cook, clean, whatever. Or live in your purpose because I always was supposed to connect to y'all when I got older. All of this before, nothing means nothing. When I'm older, because there's one person, just one fitness person that I still to this day compare like their footage. My goal is their type quality work. And she was probably 40, 50 when she was on my mom's television screen. And that's the only fitness influence in my life. Because the men that I work with, the men that I do collaborations with, how are we the same? You're a man. You never got pregnant. You never went through this. You don't have hormones like raging out of control. You don't go through this. You don't have periods. You're not a mess mentally most times. We're not the same. So, and I think the biggest thing came to me after my last kid. I was like, Shania, get your A up and talk about fitness again. Because boo boo, none of these trainers that people got on their phones gain 70, 80 pounds. But you did. You better get up because it was the embarrassment for me. I'm like, oh my God, you are so big, talking to myself. And I look good with my weight. I don't think anybody in this whole world would have said, oh, she's 300 pounds. Because I still filmed my specific content. I still was very, very out there. And I dress for my body. So nobody I don't think nobody looked at me and said I'm 300 pounds. Because even today, when I work with other influencers and they're like, oh, let me squat you from Broly. Thank God for Broly, right? Because when he comes into Miami, oh my God, he don't even know it, but he just takes me out of a rut because, and I just met this other guy named Fitness Tattoo. That video is on YouTube. It's the same thing for him, but he's extremely busy. They have no idea how me training with a guy who can totally tear my body, my muscles apart is just so amazing to me, right? I'm sick, right? I want you to just my whole body. So the last time I worked with Fitness Tattoo, first, I should say first time. Oh my God, we were training and I couldn't go live because it was happening so fast. So we were training, my legs collapsed. He was like, hey, do this. I was like, you gotta believe me. They're done. My legs are done. So we did something. He realized, oh crap, like, because I'm thick. So I don't think you would have just assumed because I'm still laughing, I'm still doing comedy. So it's hard for you to believe me. But no, he saw it. Them knees was like, ah! So I love that. Take me there. So um when Broly and Fitness Tattoo or Tattoo Fitness, sometimes I train with no, when me and Indio Champ work together, it's always a skit. So it's never like I don't think he's ever picked me up because I'm his mom on TV. And so when we work together, he hasn't had to pick me up. When I tell Broly and Tattoo Fitness I'm 230, they're like, what? Because I don't think I look 230. But when they start squatting, they're like, okay, yeah, she's 230. She's 230. She's 230. So when Tattoo Fitness was squatting me, he wasn't even gonna stop. He would have squat me for 100 squats. I had to stop him because my stomach was hurting because my stomach was in his shoulder. And I was like, well, no, we got to stop. So I have to find something to like lay on people's shoulders because the beauty about men that are into fitness is that because I'm so heavy, they love to squat me because that's like the perfect thing. So um, I put myself back out here because there are too many people with my story, too many people that do gain an extreme amount of weight and they know that they have to get smaller as they get older. Being heavy when you get older is just not the thing because you run into more health issues and you also run into your body starts breaking down quicker, right? So I just want to manifest that for my channels, my pages, my live streams, for the content that I film for CHANYAFOREVER.com. At the beginning of fall, I started my workout compilations. And then I look at my workout compilations and I'm like, every time I look at them, we review them after they're edited. I'm like, I just want to do better. I want to do better. I'm going to do better. And so I'm so happy I have that feeling. So you guys are along with me for cardio, but the workouts that I have to do to make sure that I maintain my youthfulness, my youthful appeal, my vitality, all of that is over there. So that is CHANYAFOREVER.com. So this is a part of sharing and loving people that I probably would never meet. This is a part of it because you have to give to receive. And that's the last thing I'm going to say when they don't tell you stuff when you're growing up. You are going to have to be a philanthropist. I'm so happy that I know people that are so less fortunate. I know children who are not raised by their parents. I know how hard things are for single parent mothers. I know these things. I saw it with my own eyes. So philanthropy was always a part of my bloodstream. That is going to have to be a part of yours because whatever way you want to give, you're going to have to give. You don't have to tell people. I actually feel like when you don't tell people, that's when God be like, yo, God give you a hug. Because I used to share like some of the stuff that I do for people. And then it feels so much better when you don't share. So there is one thing that I still will share because I match the amount. Because the thing that I do on a constant basis, I'm going to keep that to myself. But the thing that I do just once a year, I am going to share that on the platforms, and you guys can help donate because I go live when I'm packing the bags. I pack the bags for the kids and then I give it because some of these companies, they meet me, they see me different places, and they're like, hey, you want to give to this and you want to give to that. And I'm like, I can't, because I actually have my own thing that I give to, have my own thing. So create your own thing, help some people. It don't even have to be less fortunate. It could just be a nice gesture, right? Because I think sometimes people get caught in that. Oh, I got to help people. Nah, sometimes it's just doing something because you know that that workplace is very difficult. You know that these people didn't have like a really good meal in a long time, meaning like a restaurant. Sometimes that's it. Bam, you know? So I think with me, it's always going to be kids because I just know how bad it could be, you know? I don't want to start crying, but I know how bad it could be. So for any parent that is struggling, keep going every day, pull your shit together. It is so hard. They don't tell you that. It is so hard. Every day, just take a pre workout so that you can love your kids. Because just like the Bible, some people don't deserve love. They don't deserve for you to be so kind to them, but you just have to. You got to. You're supposed to. Sometimes we're just supposed to love people and it hurts, but you're just supposed to. So this is the holiday season. And the older I get, I realize that I'm not going to get anything. And I think that that's okay. And what does that mean? That means maybe I have outgrown needing. Maybe I've outgrown that. And it just is so much better to do, right? Yeah. So in this holiday season, don't let people lie to you. Don't let people make you feel like, oh, why didn't I get anything? Nobody thought about me. People are dying every second. You're okay. I promise. You're okay. Buy something for yourself later. One day that they made feel like you need to be doing something, don't be smarter than that. Do things when you can. Do things when you can. This vibration plate is still going. So you could feel that it's loosening up things in your body, and that feels good. Like my knees feel better. I know for a fact that tomorrow we may go back to the jog walk, um, and that's it. So the vibration plate, if you, some people are in a situation where they actually can't walk, I would say please get a vibration plate because let me show you something. Let's just say you're in a wheelchair. This is what you can do on your vibration plate. Look, my 5-year-old showed me this. She sits, she does her legs. This is what is this doing? My ankles, my feet, my knees, and I'm sitting. So sometimes when you're looking at me, it's not about what I'm doing, it's actually improvisation. Is that the word? So let me show you the last thing my 5-year-old showed me. I think she showed me this when she was 4 because I'll be working out and she loves this thing. So she showed me, I'm going to lower it. Oh, it is low. Is you sit on it. You just sit, pop a squat. Sit on the vibration plate because not everyone is mobile. But what's going to happen when you're consistently sitting on your vibration plate? You're working your body without even moving it. Things start to get better. So, that to me is why this is a proper investment, because those are things that people don't tell you. You can sit on it, you can be in your wheelchair, you can sit in your chair. You don't necessarily have to stand when you're on it. All right. Also, if you are able to walk, you're able to do everything. You're highly functional. Stretch when you're on the vibration plate. I'll show you guys that on a later live. Um, but I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Today is an off day for me. I feel horrible, and I just know now that it's important to go live when you don't feel good. It's important to go live when you're in a funk. I'm not always going to be happy, and that's real life. So all of these items are in the Amazon link, even the costume. I love dressing up. You guys probably know that. If not, just stay tuned. And the mini vids video is being edited now. I'm also going to edit my mug video. We also have mugs. The mugs to me are a better gift than the outfits. To me, the outfits are great because they feel good and they're comfortable. But you have to like tracksuits, you have to like working out, clothing. So if that's not your forte, the mugs are amazing gift items. And I especially love the one that is black. And when you put it in the hot water, the picture is exposed. That video is already up. I personally love that one the most. And next year I will create more just like that because it's discreet. So if nothing's in the cup, nobody knows what's on that mug. And then when you heat it up, you could see what's on that mug. And the selection of the photos are just extremely amazing. I work with an extremely gifted photographer. And so we took those pictures, I believe, at the end of summer or the beginning of, um, no, the end of summer. So we have much more to do, so stay tuned. The mugs are a great gift item, especially if you know a single guy or a woman that likes women. Trust me, you have to believe me. So the mugs, that link is in the description as well. Patreon, I will be there tomorrow as a maid. Um, I'm waiting on my hair to come in. The costume already showed up, and I show up differently for that site. I have to come here and mark it, so you will see me, but I will be sitting down because that is a full made costume. I'm very into cosplay, and that's what your girl do, and I'm extremely good at it. Not character, but just like the turn up. I'm very good at the turn up. So that is tomorrow, and that is CHANYATHEBODY.com. And that is a completely different site. And so I'll be there tomorrow, but you guys will see me. Hopefully, if I have the time, you'll see me. I'll say hi just to let you know that I'm headed over there. But if I don't have the time, just know that that's where I went yesterday. Um, and then Saturday, I have an event to go to, and I'm hoping I can stream it because it's all about vitality. It's all about health and vitality. And so these places are just everywhere. So it's not like I'm like, hey, come to this one. I'm like, if you have one in your neighborhood or go on Groupon, please try this. It's a game changer. Um, and then I don't want to say, but you'll see the video. I'll create a video. I'm not going to mention it now. And then, of course, my consistency with my reels and my shorts. And then, of course, I have a vlog. I have a vlog pending. I have to edit it better because YouTube wasn't allowing it to be monetized. So I have to edit it today to twerk it because I'm like, because, I get a lot of kickback because of my shape. So I'm going to tweak it, and then you guys will have another vlog on YouTube. And then I have the complete workout video, the last one for this year, that is going to go out after it's done edited, which will probably be next week. So I'm very proud of my work on ShaniaForever.com, and it took a lot of work. And I'm just happy that people can see what consistency does. So thank you for choosing me to watch as your girl of motivation, as your woman of motivation. And thank you for supporting me. I think yesterday we got a super chat or a super thanks. So thank you so much. And just know where to find me tomorrow. And then hopefully Saturday I can do something with and for you guys. Because if I can't show up at the event with you guys, I'll try to do something else. So just click your notification bell. That's what I should say. That's the best advice I can give you. So let me go. I have to start cooking, and take care of yourself. I love you. My name is Shania, and thank you for allowing Shania Forever to be in your home, and also Shania the Body. Do 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 do.